Hello folks, welcome to my channel. I'm here today with my Model 1894 Winchester. This is in 30 Winchester centerfire. That was the name of the cartridge when this was introduced in 1895. I think the coined phrase 30-30 came from the Marlin Company when they come out with that. They didn't really want to use Winchester centerfire cartridge, so they just named it the 30-30, which was 30 grains of, black powder in a 30 caliber gun. So that's where the 30-30, but it's stock. So for all intents and purposes, this is a 30-30, and this is a Winchester rifle. They made millions of them. This particular rifle was made in 1907. And you can tell by the serial number, they kept very good records. So around 1907, it is a full-length octagon barrel, 26 inches. I did install a rear tang and a front globe, just because that's how I like to shoot these rifles. It does have the half-cock safety, and, it's the lever action. These do hold 7 rounds in the tube, 8 rounds in the tube, 1 in the chamber. It would be like 9 rounds. So, formidable for hunting. There's really not much that I can say about the 30-30 Winchester that you folks probably don't already know. So I just talk about my rifle. I bought this rifle years ago in a gun shop. There's no family history with the rifle. I just thought it was a cool old rifle. I didn't pay a lot of money for it. And back in the day, back in the 80s, these rifles did sit around in gun shops. Nobody wanted them. I mean, octagon barrel. Everybody thought that these things had been used up and whatever, So a couple of things that are interesting about it. You'll see on the front here, they have it could be a belt buckle of some kind. I got a picture of that. And back here for a sling, they bent a spoon or a fork handle and then just kind of drilled it right into the stock. I mean, this is how they did it back in the day. They didn't have money to go to the store and buy swivels. They just did their own thing. And I mean, these were tools for the most part. So, I mean, that's how that works. Other than that, you can see the rifle. I can pan over it and you can take a look. Not exactly in great shape. I mean, none of the original finish is left on the rear stock. A little bit on the front. The wood's not severely cracked, but it does have cracks in places. And I do shoot the rifle. So we're going to go out and I'm going to take it out to the range and I'm going to shoot for you at 50 yards. And you can take a look at that. Get this old 100-year-old 30-30 to bark. Yeah. I heard him smack. Well, hey, there I am shooting with Steve. I was shooting off the bench at 50 yards just to see if the old girl, I hadn't shot it for a few years, and just to see if the old girl would still hit. And I did have to monkey with the elevation a little bit to hit it 50, so Usually if you can hit it 50, you can hit it 100. And so the group was tight, but as as like any old rifle, you're going to get an occasional flyer. There's really not much of a crown left on the old gun, but it's still, you can see it still shoots pretty good round holes, and it's still a good hunting rifle. It'll still hunt, So I guess the distance that you should be able to hit your target is 100 yards, and this old rifle don't have no problem hitting targets at 100 yards. And I'm going to do some offhand shooting for you at 100 yards, and you can take a look at that.
Hey, that's the way to do her. Ring that bell, boy.
And we're back, and you can see that the old rifle doesn't have any problem hitting steel out at 100 yards. And it'll print 4-inch groups out there off the bench, 4.5-inch groups. That's about what these rifles were capable of doing. You could see, Steve was having his usual fun, poking at me a little bit, calling me a boy. But that's just how we shoot together. We enjoy it, and we just enjoy cracking one another back and forth. I do have a picture of the rounds here. You can see them. And that's basically what they are. I'm sure that you have seen these before. And I do have an original ad for this particular rifle. You can see the ad right here, and you can see that the selling price back in 1907 was about 23 bucks. That's what you'd pay for one. I mean, if you put that into inflation right now, it's quite a bit of money. Probably $600-700 if you added the inflation price to it. So that these things weren't cheap. Even back in the day, I mean, $23 was a lot of money at the turn of the century. So that's pretty much all I have to say about my 30-30. I have it. I like it. I have hunted with it. I have killed deer with this rifle. And, it'll put a deer right down, no problem at all. I mean, I think that deer was maybe a little bit less than 60 yards, maybe between 60 and 65 yards, if I remember counting it off. But, yeah, I had no problem shooting deer and killing deer with a 30-30. So that's my video today. If you are subscribed, we appreciate your interest in our channel. If you haven't, we would like you to subscribe, leave a comment, give us a thumbs up, and we will continue to bring you a new video every week. I'll see you next week.